morning, guys. Welcome back. I just got up from my hostel and this is my first day in Almaty, Kazakhstan, and I'm gonna explore the city a bit. Are you guys ready? Let's check it out. Right now, guys, I'm walking down one of many of Almaty's beautiful large parks, and I wanted to share with you guys some facts that I've learned about Almaty. So Almaty is the largest city in all of Kazakhstan, and Almaty actually was the original or first capital city of Kazakhstan before they moved it to Astana for geopolitical reasons. Almaty has become quite a big hub in Central Asia. This is a real central point for a lot of the countries: Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan. Almaty is also right up against some of the most gorgeous mountains in Central Asia, which the city is very famous for. And there's a lot to see here. It's just a lot more green than Astana. There's a lot more trees and just a lot of different cultures that live here. The first place I ventured into in Almaty was Almaty's subway. The subway is really, really deep and really reminds me of the subways in Russia, like Moscow and St. Petersburg. It's also very easy to use, it's fast, it's efficient, there aren't many lines, so it's pretty simple. It's also very cheap. It costs 80 tenge, which roughly comes out to 24 cents. Really easy subway to use whenever you're visiting Almaty. I just entered the famous Almaty Central Park. This park is huge, and if you guys can see, there are lots and lots of flowers. Kazakhstan has got a thing for flowers. It's probably just this time of year, that's why they have all these flowers around, but there's like a dino park, there's a museum, there's a Ferris wheel, there's like a little aqua park. This Central Park has a ton of things. I believe I found Dino World. There are little kids riding dinosaurs over there, and there's a lady with a snake putting snakes around little kids to take pictures. Very interesting. So I decided to get a drink and try something other than water. So I got this. It's all in Kazakh or Russian, so I have no idea what it is. So I took a sip, and it's apple juice. I guess I can kind of tell by the picture too. So it just dawned on me that Central Park, or this part of Central Park, is like an amusement park. Cotton candy rides, animals, everything is here. I did the Ferris wheel in Astana, so I think I'm making like a Ferris wheel theme. So I've made it to the top. Over here you can see there's a lake over there. The city of Almaty is all over there. And then look at these mountains over here. Gorgeous, and they still have snow on them too. This is what Almaty is famous for their snow-topped mountains. Absolutely beautiful. I have arrived at one of the independence monuments, I believe, here in Almaty, Kazakhstan. So you can see this big monument here, and over here you'll see that there's like a book here. In English it says "Choose and be in bliss." And there's a handprint here. I believe that handprint is from Nazarbayev. Nazarbayev is the president of Kazakhstan. So a lot of people will take their picture with their hand here, just like in Astana at the Baturek. So I'm gonna put my hand here. Oh my gosh, it is super hot and sunny today. But I believe this has to do with the independence. It's in Kazakh, I can't read it, but it does say 1991. The Soviet Union fell around that time, 1992. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. You can see there's other statues around here, some fountains, really pretty area. And as you can see, it is a huge statue. And you can see that there are all these like statues and monuments. There's a monument way over here where you see the soldiers, and there's a flame that is continuously burning. I'm not quite sure what that represents. I'm guessing it has to do with the Soviet era and building the city of Almaty. It's really interesting, and some of these sculptures are really cool looking and really big too. I have arrived at one of the most famous cathedrals here in Almaty. It's called Zenkov Cathedral. You can see it behind me. Right now the exterior is under construction. I think they're like updating it. But the inside, I went inside and walked around. It's absolutely beautiful. I've never been in a cathedral, so it was very interesting to me to see the people inside and see them praying and how they do that. And it's just so beautiful. One of the highlights of my time here in Almaty was the green market, the central market here in Almaty. And when I first walked in, I was just kind of bombarded by how many people there were and how many things there were. There were lots of nuts and dried fruit, and I actually ended up buying some dried apricots, or I think these are apricots or oranges, and they're from Tajikistan. A lot of the guys there that are selling nuts and dried fruit, they are getting them from neighboring countries like Tajikistan or Uzbekistan. So much there. They also had cheese. You could buy like homemade cheese right there. The meat was really interesting. There was so many slabs of meat: beef, pork, horse. You could buy it right there. There's lots of aisles of clothes and shoes. Anything that you could be looking for, you can find at this market. So if you're visiting Almaty, this is a real highlight when you're visiting the city. So I would definitely suggest checking out the market. I had a lot of fun there. I wish I had more time to spend money and eat things. There's just so many things to see and buy and taste there. Look at all these pigeons. I don't know, are you guys bird people? I'm not a bird person. There's like this little girl that keeps like running through the birds, and I'm afraid they're like gonna like poke me in the eye. I'm walking through another park here in Almaty, which Almaty has a lot of beautiful parks, but they also have a lot of pigeons. Almaty, what is up with your pigeons? No, I'm just kidding, but like these pigeons, like they will not move. Like I will get up to like an inch or a few centimeters from them and they're not moving. I'm in the carousel here on my way up to the top of Topek Hill to get some pretty views of Almaty. Look how beautiful that is. Those are the famous majestic mountains that Almaty is famous for. However, let me tell you guys what's going on. So over here you'll see this is like Almaty Tower. Usually we're able to go up there. However, today it is closed off and there's security everywhere. So I don't know if Nazarbayev or some other people are here today, but there's some important people here today, so they closed part of it off. And you can see over here, looks like later on they're gonna have some kind of special concert or something. This is so cute, guys. So the dad has the remote control to the car, so the little kid's in there and the dad's controlling the car as the little car's driving around, but the kid thinks that he's driving, but really his dad's driving. It's cute. So along with the beautiful views up here, the top of the hill, they have like kind of like a zoo almost, with ostriches and llamas and deer, and I feel bad for them because they're just all caged up here for people to look at and feed, but yeah, it makes it interesting, I guess.